the University of Oxford has published a report on measles as a disease. In fact, the report has very clearly stated that in the past 50 years, nearly 9 crore deaths have been avoided because of the measles vaccine. And if you observe measles as a disease, it is a viral disease, primarily a very contagious disease which is spread through air. It is an airborne disease. And 50 years ago, measles was one of the deadliest killer of children, primarily because children are the people who are most affected by measles as a disease. And because it is a viral disease, first and foremost, it will lead to cold. Then in a graduated state, it will lead to fever. And in a graduated stage, it will lead to rashes on the entire body of the kid. And in severe cases, it will also lead to death too. And right now, even today, there is no treatment for measles. No antiviral therapy is present for the disease, and only the symptoms are treated in hospitals. So the best way to counter this disease is by getting vaccinated against measles. In fact, the vaccine development of measles is done by John Enders, who in 1963 developed the vaccine for measles. And post 2000, most of the developed and developing countries also have included it in their immunization program, because of which reason measles as a disease, it is on the back foot. But unfortunately, in America, in the recent decades, they developed a campaign which is called as anti-vaccine activism campaign. And under this campaign, many people are voluntarily opting out of vaccination for measles. Because of which reason, there is a resurgence of measles in USA. And try to understand this, there is a person by the name of John F. Kennedy Jr. He is in fact the health secretary in Trump administration today, and he is a very famous anti-vax campaigner. He is of the opinion that vaccination will lead to the problems like arthritis during the later stages of life, and it is better to not take the vaccine. And in USA, not to take vaccine is being projected as the freedom of the individual, and the state cannot enforce the vaccination of people. But the problem here is, even though the parents might be anti-vax campaigners, but the children who are born to them, they don't have any volition or choice in case of vaccination. So here the parents are imposing their own opinion on their children, and vaccination, if it is not done at an individual level, it is not just a threat to the individual, but a threat to the society too. Primarily because in case of unvaccinated individuals, the infection will start spreading among them. And along with that, the virus also will develop higher levels of virulence once it gets affected to the unimmunized person. Because of these factors, so today in US society, there is a resurgence of the incidence of measles. But fortunately in India, such aspect is not present. And under the Indian government, under the universal immunization program, measles, mumps and rubella vaccine is provided to all children free of cost by the Indian government under a universal immunization program. And there are 2 doses of the vaccine which will be provided to the people. Okay, so this is one important news about the measles. Remember, so measles is a viral disease which is airborne, and along with that, it is a contagious disease which affects primarily children, which affects the people to the extent of causing their death. Thank you.